My name is Lukman. I'm working at Dell Technologies as a software engineer. So basically, I graduated back in 2018, and then I just got a chance to be part of Telco Malaysia. It is a telco company, but it is based in Washington DC. So at that point of time, I was just the analyst, but I haven't heard of Salesforce before. But at that point of time, I got the hands-on experience during my whole tenure there for like 1 year. And then I came back to Malaysia and started my practice with Telcoin as the consultant. So basically, I jump started my Salesforce journey with Focus on Force. I would say the motivation is that I just want to prove myself. I came with a clean slate, but in all these 4 years of my experience, I think I have been a better software engineer or software developer, specifically for Salesforce platform. Yeah. Currently, I have admin, Sales Cloud, and Service Cloud consultant certification. Yeah, I started my career without the certification, and then you can see that okay, all of these professionals in Salesforce, they have their certificate to just basically validate the skills that they have. Basically, that is why I took the certification. It's just to validate whatever skill that I have at that point of time. The admin is the hardest one because it touches every topics in Salesforce. I think maybe it's the hardest one because it's the first exam, the first sets that I took. But then I think I found or I stumbled upon Focus on Force, and at that point of time, my budget is it's pretty tight. But I think the pricing to begin with in Focus on Force is not that it is a good investment, I would say. With Focus on Force, I literally could focus on what I can study with the study guides and also from the test examination that you guys provide also. It is very helpful because during the exam, it gives you like, I think like 1 hour and you need to answer like 60 questions, right? So if you do not condition yourself before or pre-examination, you couldn't basically budget your time, each question, you will be blank if you stuck at one question, right? The true value that I get is that I am preconditioned with all of the questions that are gonna come up in the exam with Focus on Force questions and also the study guides. So for Sales Cloud, you need to get your hand dirty in Trailhead first. Go experience how should a complete Sales Cloud package works, from lead, from opportunities conversion, from lead conversion, and then opportunity cycle. Go through the whole business cycle. Try to experience from the user perspective. Most of the questions or case studies. So basically, if you don't know how the user experience is, what is lead, what is the point of an opportunity, it's quite hard for you to grasp the whole situation of the question, right? Most of the question are a little bit tricky. Most of the question feels the same, but it's actually asking you a very specific situation. So you need to choose the best solution to fix that situation that has been given by the question. Yeah. I work a lot with the developers. So in Dell, we practice agile method where we do weekly deployment. So each week we will have code deployment, configuration deployment into production. I'm also covering support ticket. So basically, if there is any issue or complaints from the users and also from the developers, I will be handling those tickets coming in. And also, we as the system admin, we took the ownership for Salesforce environment. So any updates, massive updates from Salesforce, we are the one who are covering it. We are the one who need to make sure that, okay, if these updates will interfere with our current production or not. That is my day. I use Focus on Force on admin and Sales Cloud. So basically, the exam itself is pretty expensive from my own experience. So it is like $200. I hope I could pass it in just one try. So in order to achieve that, I invest a little bit by subscribing the Focus on Force. I need some questions to test out my knowledge, right? Focus on Force will give out the detail on why I am wrong. That's one thing. And then what is the correct answer? And also the link to the Salesforce documentation. I just make sure that I pass every time I took the mock questions and I schedule my exams. It is a necessary skill, but don't be demotivated if you are insecure on how you communicate, right? For me, communication is an important skill. It doesn't matter if you work in development or if you work in sales. It is an important tool, but don't discourage yourself if you are not good at it. Just practice, 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 and that's how you are gonna be good at it. Try to get to know what is Salesforce as a platform first. Deep dive into their trailhead. Try to get a huge amount of badges. Try to test yourself with the super badges challenges in trailhead. But I would suggest you to invest some money to just subscribe the Focus on Force module before you took certification. Yeah. I think Focus on Force is one of the best provider out there. There's a lot of providers, but I think I will stick Focus on Force for my next certification. Yeah.